about your lifestyle in Arizona before you came over. What were you doing? Where were you living?
Well, we had 160 acres of land surrounded by state land.
Wow.
About 20 minutes west of Tucson.
Wow.
So we were doing that there. Mm-hmm. And there were, a couple of us founders, a couple of guys who loved each other and just everything was okay.
What kind of community was that?
Well, it was an easy-going, everybody owned their own land, and on everybody's own land, they were all, like everybody had like 5 acres of own land there, or more. Mm-hmm. And people with their own land would have their own thing. Mm-hmm. Like there's Eden Farms, there's Cocopelli Gardens, there's Dharma Vista, all these different persuasions of the people who were persuaded to whatever they believed in. Mm-hmm. And they were doing their thing on their own land. Mm. And with 5 acres, you can do that, have woofers and stuff. Mm-hmm. But what we did was we had wells. You have to have well in the desert. Mm-hmm. We have like 3 wells, and we joined the wells, which is interesting because by law, you're not supposed to do that. So we didn't tell them, but we connected all the wells. Then we got a backhoe, and we all shared the backhoe. Mm-hmm. So now you can do your land this way, make your garden, or dig it up, or So we came together on some of those things that we shared. Mm-hmm. And then we were there as Harmony and Health Foundation. So we owned the central piece.
Okay.
Like 9 acres.
Okay.
And Bruce built a sweat, and Brian built a kitchen.
Greetings, Haley. I want to thank you for introducing me to Tomas.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, what is in his spirit that makes going over to his gatherings and his house parties so relaxing? Or what comes for you?
Firstly, introducing the two of you is a natural match. It's like, you must meet. You must meet each other.
Okay.
I think Tomas strikes a really lovely balance of being kind of a natural mystic.
Okay.
And really always aspiring to higher ideals in all of his relating.
So, open dialogues on death and dying. There's another kind of offshoot of what we do on Sunday with mantra and sangha and sharing food, etc. This idea of open dialogues on death and dying brought about an appreciation for people to have a choice in how they die. What facility or what's offered to them. And this is probably with our target group being people who appreciate all these wisdom tradition things and are exploring into this, divine side and really maybe leading their body more consciously, more aware. And we would love to offer a space for people to do that. One of the visions is a big house on the ocean here in Hawaii. There's a lot of beachfront, but have a big house there where there could be a deck and waves could come in under, and then people could easily wave out of their body in the same way. Waves are coming in, waves are going out. And it might be like something to be enjoyed, forgive me, but most suffering is to be enjoyed because you learn a lot from it and your heart opens from it.
Also, every single kind of convening opportunity that he has, he really wants that to be facilitating like a growth edge for how community can organize in its highest potential, like how we can organize around truth. And I think people, especially here, but are really drawn to meaningful communion.
So yeah, the vision of what buying land together might look like. Well, the idea that as we do these different things that we do, it would be good to have a place where people could live to demonstrate how this works. If people are doing these things that are helping them to stay in more of a divine side of who they are, avoiding the personal traumas and dramas that people often get into. The idea of buying land, like-minded people who can share a common vision of what that might look like. So like the idea that people who appreciate wisdom traditions, who come from whatever practice of Buddhism or yogism or Taoism, but you appreciate these things. And that would be, for people like that to live together, would be a demonstration of like heaven on earth. So we, I think, can do that. Our neighborhood stimulates a lot of things like that. So in a way, I appreciate like you're suggesting this as an invitation. Anybody interested in this? Let's talk. Give me a call. I'm not hard to find.
Finally found myself here about almost a year ago. And yeah, I was just like, this is my home. I walked in this door right here.
Wow.
And I heard them chanting because, of course, I was late. And I was like, I've come home.
We do it together.
Okay, go
We
ahead.
do it as one. Everybody got a hand?
Yeah.
Squeeze.
Gently.
Squeeze and hold tight. This is us. This is us being the change, kind of. Hey, you guys, you're kids. Hey, you kids. Squeeze. Are you squeezing? All right.
Now take your
So
right
now
hand
that we
and
did
put it
that physically, emotionally, and mentally together. Feel that. That is so good. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, here we are as one. Truly, 2026, we're going to find the fix.
All right.
And this is part of it. This is how we do it. Recognizing our oneness, compassion, kindness. And again, tonight, when you meet people, look them in the eyes, and it's all love. And see the synchronicity of why, like you bump into somebody at the grocery store, it's not excuse me, it's like hi. And that's what happens to us all the time. So we're celebrating that. Now we're going to go around and say our names so we're all in. Tomas.
Scott. Tim.
Earthman.
Yeah, tell me about the Kalani Sunday event that you do.
Okay, so here we are
Okay.
in Seaview, Kalapana.
True.
Down the road is Kalani, our premier place where people go. And so now every Sunday at 4 o'clock we do a sound alchemy event,
Oh.
which is based on the Gayatri mantra, based on mantra, the yogic practice of mantra, which is a real deal thing. We're not just singing songs with that. So every Sunday at Kalani we start with a sound healing for about 30 minutes. Then we move into the Gayatri mantra 108 times. Do the practice, count it on the mala, and hopefully we achieve that mind and heart resonance together with the will and the understanding of the divine, and that's what the mantra is all about. And the mantra is actually a mantra of global awakening. And that's what we're doing, probably in unison with many others. I heard Diva Premal and Mitten just did their celebration. They do
They're doing
Gayatri
7
man-
days of it, I believe.
7 days of Gayatri mantra.
Wow.
So that's part of our practice on Sunday, and we've been doing this for 5 years on the island here.
Wow.
Every Sunday,
Wow.
either at the lawn or at the house here, or now at Kalani for the second time. They've invited us to come and do it there. And we're looking to expand that and do the next step from that. Like doing the practice of mantra, we get there. And when we get there, now what? And now let's see what we look like together when we're all there. So we're talking about doing another event called Interface, where the personal self
Fascinating.
interfaces with the divine self. In the yoga lexicon, it's the ahamkara, the interfaces with the atma. And that's who we are, to dance in that fire of duality. Like we are this divine spirit, and we are in a body. And we have these human mammalian things to deal with. So if we can interface them and have them together, walking like brahmacharya hand in hand.
That's right. Christopher. Yeah. Back at Gayatri meditation, sound healing, and how does this feel for you to be involved, and how are you involved?
What a blessing to be involved here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm part of the team, the musical team,
Okay.
and I just feel so grateful to be offering the service in this way.
You lead
Yeah.
kirtan?
I lead kirtan and mantra, and mostly support on the percussion.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been hanging out with Tomas? And
Oh, good gosh.
huh?
Yeah, we started on the Seaview lawn.
Okay. When was that? Okay.
I want to say right around COVID time, right around
okay.
coming out of that time, and like everything kind of sprouting up brand new after that time of
True.
closure and like all the newness
Right.
came then.
I'm quite awestruck that he has done this for 5 years.
Right, yeah. So that
At
was
various
about right.
locations, and now you're in the Blue Room at Kalani.
Yeah, we got here.
Wow.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, this feels good.
Kalani Ocean Side Wellness Center.
So
20 minutes before the Giyaya Mantra event in the beautiful Blue Room of Kalani. And your children at the Gayatri
Gayatri Mantra.
Gayatri Mantra.
We're so
huh?
blessed to partake and enjoy the great blessing of mantras for illumination and bringing people together in that. And we're so glad Tomas has helped instigate and the instruments.
And your children seem very relaxed here also.
Well, when they're raised on lava and music everywhere, they know how to go with the flow.
Welcome, Don.
Thank you.
So you're at the celebration again.
Yes.
Yeah, what brings you here? What spiritual thread is...
Well, we come here once a year to visit my daughter,
Oh,
Destiny, and her husband Andrew. They perform the music here, and we come
Okay.
to we come here every year. Maybe like one or two or three of them. Yeah, whatever our time allows.
okay. And what kind of feeling do you get from the sound healing and the kirtan?
Oh, it's very peaceful. I feel a lot of peace. Yeah,
Inner
when I leave,
peace.
I feel very
Oh.
my energy cleared and yeah, lots of peace.
Before this, I didn't have much community. I didn't have anyone to chant with, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite type of yoga is bhakti yoga. That I walked in the first
As
time.
soon as you walked in the door,
Oh, I found it.
you were home.
I was home, and little did I know that
Wow.
this would also be a source of major support for me during a medical crisis, and of course a spiritual crisis, and it's been a whirlwind. That was in June, so here we are in late January. So this is 7 months later. I've gone through chemotherapy, and I'm going through another type of therapy right now.
And this is the reception. This is all community supported.
Community supported,
Wow. And
human powered as well.
Kalani so wanted you here that after you sent the check, they sent it back to you as an offering. Off you go. So you'll meet Serenity as soon as you arrive.
So I want to say
Okay.
how this mantra and spin-offs and healing and serenity. Oh, I'll take my hat off to serenity. I'll put it here
Thank you, Serenity.
for getting the hat off. So serenity is a good example of how healing and mantra might work. And I
Okay.
think she's told you her story, and I'll just repeat some. But
Go ahead.
she was coughing up blood. She went to the doctor, not a lot of blood, but a little blood, and they found a breast cancer tissue in her lung.
Really?
So they named it like stage 4 metastatic.
Stage 4.
That's
God,
pretty scary.
That's totally
and they
scary.
went to get her in to get some CAT scans or the scans that see through your body. And I think 2.5 weeks later, they finally got her into Honolulu somewhere to do this.
2.5 weeks later, like
That's a long time.
they did a CT scan.
CT, that's what it is. So whatever, the idea that she sang the mantra like in her concern of continuing to be alive, of course, but she would sing mantra, throughout the day. And when she got her CT scans and the brain scan, because they expected with stage 4 it would be in the brain as well as, and all this, oh my God, terrible thought. She goes and gets those scans done, and they come up with, there is no cancer in your body, except for the particle identified from the wave, called the wave collapsed into a particle here.
Okay.
And so that was the only thing there. I think that's a good example of something. And I really believe she got herself in that space, like Joe Dispenza
She
would
said,
talk about.
we talked about like a cellular bath.
Like she was in a space that you could, when you leave your body
Sure.
through different means.
Okay.
Yoga Sutras talk about chemicals, herbs. But when you leave your body,
Okay.
or through mantra or through meditation, when you come back, you can change all this. And I think that happened with her.
It happened with her. What would you like to express, say, a few sacred moments, if you had a few minutes? What would you like to share with the world?
So yeah, the most important thing I wanted to convey about my experience with the mantra and with Tomas is that I had an opportunity, I'm having an opportunity, because I guess I'm not done yet, to use this very amazing, beautiful spiritual experience to my benefit in the moment with something that I'm experiencing. Because it's really nice to chant it no matter what, just to make you feel good, you feel connected to others. It's a lovely experience, but it's like we both intended on this mantra really being a source of healing for me. Tomas is a very healing person, as you know, and the mantra is a very healing entity as well. So and with Tomas's encouragement and help, I just started using the mantra all the time, partly because the mantra helps us to ground, right, bring in spiritual energy, but also it keeps your mind occupied from thinking about all the worries and fears that go along with being diagnosed with cancer again, because I've had it before, not metastatic, but so a bit of a crisis, I would say, but it turned into this beautiful opportunity.
What attracts you to Tomas and Serenity's event? What is...
I feel like it's really integration for me.
Okay.
Because I did ecstatic dance earlier in this space.
Oh.
And for me to come and just kind of receive sound and open up to it, it's a deeper landing into the here and now.
Oh, okay.
And also the Gayatri mantra is a prayer and something that I feel connects me to everything.
And then
All.
to the universe.
Check, check, 2, 3, 2, 9, 1, 1, 1. 노양 가나기야요. 니린 다이나이
This is my first Gayatri sound healing experience.
Bhuva Swaha Tat Saviatur Varinyam Bargo devasya dimahi, Dio yona prachodayat.
And he counts each rotation of the Gayatri chant with his beats.
The Gayatri, yeah.
Gayatri.
Yeah, we do the full mantra, mala. We do the full mala.
Full mala,
108 times.
And around the world, people do this.
Yeah, since time immemorial.
Going back to the Vedas, the Rig Veda.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably, how many people are doing it right now? Or like every moment.
I was intrigued to chat a little bit more about the field.
The field. Okay, so our background is Joe Dispenza's use of the word field when he gets people out of their bodies and into that place. Veda, and he'll measure it in many ways. So he calls it the field when you get into that, space that others might call samadhi or nirvana. And again, this is trying to apply language to phenomena. Whatever name, word you want to use, but it's that thing. And that thing is being measured more now than ever. And Lynn McTaggart, in her book, The Field, also got into what this idea of the field is. In the Bhagavad Gita, there's one chapter called The Field and the Knower, recognizing this idea of what the field is, and the knower being us in a body knowing, and just that, and to develop that idea. So asking about the idea of the field, there's many references with using that word to that same thing, that divine place.
And you mentioned once you become in the samadhi or the field, then you can come back into your body.
Now, this is the magic.
Okay.
And we as humanity are just on the cutting edge of what this is all about. Guys like Joe Dispenza proving something is happening miraculously, scientifically. People get out of a wheelchair. And so much of our energy, our known people describing what this is all about. Joe Dispenza again,
and you host him here in your home.
We do a Joe Dispenza group, and we've hosted that in our home. We'll have to send an invitation to Joe. I've met him a couple times. Maybe he'll come and show up. I doubt it. This guy
It's
has
a
things
study
with 8,000 people. My
study
God.
group. Well, that's another example, and also Hope Johnson was saying today, it's so wonderful that these spirits have a nest, a home, somewhere to go to that's really cool and beautiful and loving.
These spirits have a home? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'm Hope Johnson, and you can find me at hopejohnson.org. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
You've been doing these spiritual talks for some years now?
I've been doing them for 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How fortunate to have you in our community here.
Thank you. I love being here. I'm having one tomorrow, too.
See you from your adventures in Mexico and Sedona, and now going up to northern Washington.
Yes.
I'm just wrapping up a film about our friend Tomas, and I so enjoyed hearing you there. How was it for you to have that venue?
It was a beautiful venue right there in the heart of Seaview, which is like the center of all of the fun and spiritual teachings and loving and dancing and playing. Yes, Tomas asked me to come to his place, and I started Wisdom Dialogues there at some point, and it went for probably a couple of years, I don't know, before I moved locations. And he was so welcoming and loving. I had such a beautiful time. So grateful for Tomas for everything.
Well, I think what's important is, this whole idea we're developing of, like, there is a field, there is a knower, we have access to that, and as we started, like, when you get there, you can, if and when you get there, and you're there, you're no longer here. So this is like this, the superposition you get to is another name for it. Like and that is the energetic side, and then the particle, like a life of a human. This is a particle alive for an instant in whatever field of time you want to measure. And then that particle gets reabsorbed into the totality, that field of energy or whatever you call it. And that's kind of the superposition. So when you're in that superposition, consciously, you can come back into this particulate form, and bring in with you the change of whatever energies to change whatever this is. And if you're really good at it, I mean, some of these people are really good at it, and they become prophets or what?
Sages,
spiritual leaders,
sadhus.
And people like the idea, like Sai Baba would materialize things, and people would question. But the point really is that if we can practice it, and we can do that, like that's our power bigger than what AI's power is. Like AI has information and knowledge. We have connection intuitive to this energetic, because we are this energetic. We were born, we have a soul. A big difference. And our power is greater, and we need to develop that power now. So spend time doing mantra, spend time in contemplation, spend time tuning up your divine side, your Atma, your soul. Spend time tuning that all up. And you're going to have the distractions of every day. Who's going to pay the rent, sweep the floor, make the kids' bed? And so we have to be in this world and do all of that. And maybe like the Buddha, you know how this works, and really that is the new Buddha is all of us humans who are engaged in this life and able to continue this while knowing that this is who we really are, this divine side. That maybe in our practice of meditation, in our practice of mantra, we access. And when you're in that place, if you're here, come to Kalani Sunday at 4. We do Gayatri 108 times, and you can get into that field. The only thing stopping you would be you, because it's happening all around you. If you have 50 voices or 100 voices singing and feeling this mantra, and you step into that, you're into that. You're in between, and then you're into that next field, and that's where you shut your eyes, give your mind the bone to chew on of mantra, and let your intuition and your spirit bring you downloads of what the divine is messaging to you, the personal you. If you can be in that space, you'll get these downloads, and you'll know to say this to that person, or invite this, to do that, or don't buy that, buy this. Or you will get these divine dharmic messages. We want to be in our dharma. If you're in your dharma, everything flows, and your dharma basically is your pathway to God. Find your pathway to the divine. And you'll know, because when you try to drive somewhere and it's busy, there'll be a parking spot for you. Synchronicities happen more the more you're in your dharma. The closer you get to the divine, the more synchronicities per day, kind of thing. These are all good things to talk about. And this is like something else we do. Maybe Tuesday mornings we talk about these things through wisdom traditions like the Yoga Sutras and the Bhagavad Gita and Buddha's Dhammapada and the Upanishads and the Tao. We have senses. We're in these bodies with senses. And we're here to enjoy this. And the best way to enjoy this is with the understanding that we have a divine side, and to kind of do it all in the divine way. So even like all these teachings of yoga, ahimsa, asteya, brahmacharya, this idea of brahmacharya, to walk with Brahma, to walk with God. Of course, it's not to be denying ourselves. It's to be enjoying these things, but enjoying them kind of correctly. Even as our friend David over there said to me this morning, when two people kind of share a common vision of what relationship is and love is, boy, that is really special. So we're here to enjoy this. And this mantra brings us to it. As we repeat the mantra, we stay in that divine side. Like it gives our mind something to do while the light shines in on our nervous system, that divine light. Mm-hmm. And it's our mind, this realm of the ego that we have to kind of watch out for. Mm-hmm. And it's good if we're watching the ego, like who are we really? Mm-hmm. Like the ego isn't the boss here. It's time like for the ego to sit down, the witness self stand up. We watch all this happening more than we do it. And we got to do it, but we should be watching what we're doing and doing it from the divine side.
Thank you for being the harpist for both at Tomas' home and here, and you're so beautiful in the way you do that and you're dancing. What attracts you to this event? What is the...
Oh, all the loving, kind people and music.
Kind
and
people.
Chanting and Gayatri mantra and potluck and being in Aloha land with friends.
Mm-hmm. Have you done the Gayatri for some time, the chanting, or is it? Oh,
yeah, for many years.
For years. Wow! Now down by the ocean. Here I am at Haley's house, and I'm going to interview her. Aloha! I hear a familiar voice. Oh, okay. Oh!
Hi, friends.
Hi, Haley.
Hi.
It astounded me that when I understood that he has done the Gayatri mantra, this ancient Rig Veda, every Sunday for 5 years.
Yeah, he loves it. Just witnessing his excitement around getting community involved. Like he has one of his most charming aspects is there's the inner child is very apparent, and that child just wants to get everybody together and on board with whatever he's excited about. Okay. And there's a magnetism in that. It's so fun.
Translation of the Gayatri mantra. So there is a thing over there. It says Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. So the mantra goes Om, the beginning of everything. It's always from silence that sound comes. So Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. It calls together the body, mind, and soul. Bur, the material, bhuva, the mentality, and swaha, the soul side. And the next line is tat savitur varinyam. It recognizes that there's something more than us. There is something more, that savior, that savitur, varinyam, to venerate. It's telling us, get yourself totally together, recognize that there is something more like the divine, and venerate that. Tat savitur varinyam. And then Bhargo Devasya Dimahi. Bhargo is the light, Devasya is divine, and Dimahi is to meditate. So they're telling us to meditate on the divine. And that's kind of what we're doing in motion when we do this mantra. And remember, mantra is a specific practice in the yoga tradition that is one of the 5 ways to get where we're going. Along with being like born a Buddha, or doing extreme practice, or magical herbs, they say, or achieving samadhi. The easiest way to get there is through what we're doing, mantra. The last line says, Dio yona prachodayat. To strengthen our energy, intellect, and will to do this. And boy, do we need this on this planet right now.
Wow.
Strengthen our energy, our intellect, and will to do this. There's a lot of ego out there running around thinking they know what they're doing. But they need to be recognizing this divine side, who we really are, the one that really works.
We are now chanting the Gayatri mantra. So ancient, from the Rig Veda. Chris is leading the chanting, and we will chant this 108 times in Sanskrit. Shiva Shambho Shiva 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 Shambho
Ganapati
Anything you want to say about Tomas' spirit? He seems to attract spiritual people.
He's on a mission to bring together the people, and he's uniquely qualified to do that with his personality. We're all gathering for the higher purpose, you know, but he brings us together with his heart and his his generous heart and just the way he is, and the really magnanimous way of his relating to other beings.
So, Marty, you're asking about spirit and how it's evident in the world, and that's what, you do with all your documentary. You try to show spirit, you know, and that's in a way, it's a challenging word to apply. But the idea that spirit is like life and magic and this essence, this electricity, that's what spirit is. You know, it's like lightning and light. So, and how this demonstrates through us. And this is why the good will always win. We might see a lot of bad in the world, but know that the good will always win. And the demonstrations of that spirit in the world. When people get together and form community, sit together, resonate together, kind of breathe together, and share common visions, that is magic. That is like the source of what we call magic. It's not really magic, it's our birthright. We were born into these bodies to evolve into this place, from our mammalian being into our crystalline kind of patterning that helps us more go zip, to God. So spirit is demonstrated in the world individually when we touch that same thing, and that we change our lives through Jesus would say, through your faith ye will be saved, or something. But as we know this and experience this, and the more we experience it, the more we'll know it. Like people getting together and watching the magic of their intentions, create what they're looking to do. And people themselves, as they're finding healing, even like Serenity we might have talked about, who touch spirit. So there's evidence of spirit being in our lives individually and together. And then we go back to the mantra. If you want to be together in spirit, come to the mantra on Sunday. Or have a mantra in your neighborhood. Create it, start it. We'll send you the paperwork.
I would wake up chanting the mantra and go to sleep chanting the mantra. I'd do it. I'd listen to it and chant it during the day. Visualize running light through my body, bringing the energy towards where the tumor is in my body.
I find I chant mantras. I chant Buddhist and Islamic, and I find if I chant them intensely, they don't turn off. They just they pick up an automatic.
Yeah.
Did that happen with you also? That is just like
all the time. I have.
It just.
It's like running on repeat in the back, right? And that's kind of the. I think that's part of the reason. We
advanced yogis have this experience of once they get the mantra up and running, it's 24/7.
And it's house parties. The kids are dancing, and the food is just awesome. And you were over there serving cocktails at one point.
Inebriating Puna. Strangely, no one in Puna drinks, but we went through a couple bottles of rum.
Oh, they do. A few.
Everybody said, alcohol? Maybe I'll have a little bit.
Roasted zucchini.
And you're from a large Italian family?
Largish, yeah. Mostly Sicily, not so much Italy. We're a little different. We're a little firier. I made meatballs this morning, like my mom and my grandma did.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm crumbling up to make some pasta, baked pasta with meatballs.
Whoa. What I do is spiritual entertainment.
That's why I started the Earth People Comedy Club, because if you're laughing, if the belly laughing's going on, you open your heart is more open. You cannot cram down new insights and paradigms through the mind. You can't stuff it down people's throats. It doesn't work. So I love to find spiritual people so we can amplify, so we can keep the spirit of that person alive after they're dead. And you got two old Babas here today. I'm 78 and a half.